I'm Matt Lautner from Jefferson, Iowa, and today we're going to be looking at some baby calves and kind of giving our advice on what we're looking for out in a pasture setting as far as soundness and structure and stoutness, and just things that we look for whenever we're trying to pick out calves for the people that we'll go on to sell them to next fall. And I guess I also wanted to thank Adam White from Lancaster, Wisconsin for inviting us here to inspect his calves. We'll be looking at some monopolies, a couple of Ali calves. The first thing that me and Charlie sure look for is a sound structured calf that can get out and walk, because there's nothing that's going to get you beat quicker in a class than a short strided one, or one that toes out on the front end or is a little bit straighter in their shoulder up high. All right, this 0123 Monopoly heifer is one that I would consider ideal for a breeding heifer. She's a March-born heifer. She shows really good flex and flow off her front knee and her rear pastern. She's really cocky in her front 1/3. I guess right now she's not overly conditioned or doesn't show as much rib shape possibly as she will someday, but as far as a heifer that's just a couple months old, she's my kind of heifer, and it's one that I'd sure like to take into the show ring next fall. This next calf we're looking at is the 063. I'm going to call this one just a little, he's pretty good in his front leg structure. On his rears, you can kind of see he walks up on the tips of his toes just a nickel, and if they're showing that at this early of a stage in their life, it's usually not going to get better with age. Beyond that, he's a really stout steer, and he'll darn sure have a lot of product to him. But just the one thing I'd change on that one is that the way he places his rear legs a little bit. So this Charolais calf and frame is, as far as structure goes, looks like he's extremely sound, and his front toes go directly ahead. He's got good flex on his back legs. Alright, the next calf we're going to take a look at is 038 Money Shot out of Hoodoo Charolais from the Chris Black Ranch. As far as a cow prospect, I think this one's as nice as we're going to look at today. She's extremely broody in her make, toes ahead. She has a lot of femininity in her shoulder design. The one thing that I'd change on her for a show heifer is possibly she is a little bit flatter haired here today, but I mean that can change with a little bit of cold weather here next winter. But just in my opinion, just a really nice brood cow, possibly not a show heifer. But I could see that one going on. You can breed her to Monopoly or possibly a Heat Wave Sun in the future and get a hell of a good calf.
This Ali heifer here in front of us, I think will make an extremely good high percent main and Jew heifer. She's extremely big boned for a main heifer, got a lot of body to her. Today maybe she appears to be just a little flatter haired, but I'd say with time she will be sure hairy enough for a show heifer. If I were to maybe change this one, ever so slightly set her pasterns down just a little bit, but I think she gets around and will move good as a bred heifer.
Alright, this next calf we're taking a look at is a bull calf sired by Capable, which is an Ali. This calf shows a lot of look and positive characteristics in his front 1/3. He's real stylish, he's extra sound. For an April-born calf, he's just a little bit more immature compared to some of these marches we're taking a look at. But as far as soundness and he has a lot of flex to his pasterns. When you get behind this steer, he shows a lot of shape. I mean, this calf's real square up high, and he carries that muscle and all the way down into his twist and his lower rear quarter.